Hello students, how are you? I think you will safe at home and we are also safe by the grace of God. I am NK Jha from APS and our school has decided to provide online class for the lovely students, one who wants to read. So I want to tell you, you have studied well, you should tackle the structure. It is must for all of us. By the help of a structure, we can imagine the sentence is forming in which part of the tense. So it's very important. Without any idea, we can't express the real sentence, and at that time you feel a lot of problem, a lot of hesitation, how to form present perfect, how to form past indefinite, how to form past perfect, how to form present continuous, how to form present indefinite. So you have to follow my advice. If once you tackle the concept and structure of indefinite form, continuous form, perfect form and perfect continuous form, then I can tell you 100%, I can give you guarantee, you will have no any problem in future. And this is the best way for learning, and through that concept and through that logic we can understand very nicely, we can analyze very nicely the sentence is relating from the following parts. So we have studied present tense, now we have to read past tense, and before this videos we have already taught you past indefinite and past continuous. Now today we shall discuss about past perfect, how we can understand this is the sentence related with past perfect. Either this one is taken from past perfect or not, we have to decide. This is because this is our duty. Decide yourself to see the circumstances of the sentence, to see the structure of the sentence, to understand it very nicely, because it will work very nicely if you are understanding it. So I mean to say, always present perfect takes had plus third form. Without had plus third form we can't form past perfect. Understand what I am telling? So mark my point, this is very marvelous. If sentence containing had plus V3, I can tell the sentence is related from past perfect. If the sentence is not containing had plus V3, that means I can tell easily the sentence is not in the form of past perfect. So easily we can understand the sentence is related from which part of the tense. So we have to break it firstly, and breaking after we can analyze the sentence is in the form of the following tense. So the sentence is beginning here subject, and subject after helping verb had. had after third form, and third form after object. Third form after object. So I mean to say subject plus had plus third form plus object is coming and related with this structure of a structure, then we can tell the sentence is in the form of past perfect. If the second time the person is asking, you are sure 100% the sentence is relating from past perfect, and at that time your answer should be yes, because the sentence containing had and had after third form. So this is the form of past perfect. Second example लेते हैं. The teacher had taught English in the class. This is the second example, and through example we shall try to imagine, we shall try to understand either the sentence is relating from past perfect or not. So the sentence begins with subject. सब्जेक्ट के बारे में बहुत पहले बात हुआ था और मैंने बताया था सब्जेक्ट के बारे में कि subject sentence में one who works in the sentence. So follow that video. So subject after had, and had after third form of the verb. Always we have to use for past perfect to form past perfect, and third form after object is given. And this is object also, and you can tell extension of the sentence. Clear? Extension of the sentence. That means all those remaining parts are object. Clear? So we can tell subject plus had plus V3 plus object, and I mean to say this is the form of past perfect because the sentence contains had plus V3. The sentence contains had plus V3. कोई डाउट, कोई प्रॉब्लम? नो. ठीक है, नंबर 4 चलते हैं. पास्ट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस. Once again, we have to follow the structure of past perfect continuous. So past perfect continuous always attached with subject plus had been plus fourth form plus object plus since oblique for plus time. This is the real structure of past perfect continuous. If we are not using this particular structure to form past perfect continuous, then you are totally wrong. You are 100% wrong, because past perfect continuous always takes had been plus fourth form, and had been plus fourth form always refers for past perfect continuous. So by the help of example we shall try to understand past perfect continuous. So I am writing here example number 1. She had been reading English for 2 hours. For 2 hours. Second example. Example number 2. She had been reading English since morning. Why I have written 2 examples? Because we have to understand the use of since and for. It is very very vital for all of us. So since कहाँ हम यूज करेंगे, for कहाँ यूज करेंगे, पहले के वीडियोज में भी बता चुका हूँ. वंस अगेन फिर एक बार मैं रिपीट कर देता हूँ और आप उस कॉन्सेप्ट को, उस नोट्स को मन लगा करके पढ़ना, ध्यान से पढ़ना. जहाँ तक मेरा मानना है कि आप आसानी से सिंस और फॉर का यूज समझ पाओगे. नाउ हमको सेंटेंस को एनालाइज करना है कि सेंटेंस जो है सो पास्ट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस से है या नहीं है. सो आई मीन टू से एग्जाम्पल नंबर 1 refers to past perfect continuous because it is taking had been and had been after fourth form of the verb. So this is subject, subject after had been after fourth form of the verb, fourth form of the verb after object, object after for, because this is the nature of the sentence, so we are using here for. Clear? And for after 2 hours given. Understand? According to the nature of first example, we have to use for in the sentence if the sentence is in the form of past perfect continuous. Now we have to look second example, and second example also begins with subject, and subject after had been after fourth form of the verb, and fourth form of the verb after object. It's clear? And according to the nature of the sentence, we have to use since here. Okay? Because since after morning is given, and I mean to say morning is past time. Morning is past time. So टाइम के पहले और वो भी फिक्स है, हम लोग सिंस का यूज करेंगे. क्लियर? समझ में आया बात? तो अब एक बार once again we have to understand where we have to use since and where we have to use for. एक बार देख लेते हैं once again. Since, for. Since always used in point of time. Point of time. किसके लिए हमें यूज करना है? पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम के लिए हम लोग सिंस का यूज करेंगे, और पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के लिए फॉर का प्रयोग करेंगे. पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के लिए फॉर का यूज करेंगे. अब मन में क्वेश्चन उठता है, अ लॉट ऑफ डाउट, व्हाट इज पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम एंड व्हाट इज पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. सो वी हैव टू नो द डिफरेंस बिटवीन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम एंड पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. वंस अगेन वी हैव टू फॉलो. इफ वंस यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट ट्रिक, then I can tell you have no any problem, because you will have a lot of idea how to express point of time and period of time. That's very very logical. Clear? तो point of time जब निश्चित दिन का नाम रहे, जब सर्टेन महीना का नाम रहे, नेम ऑफ द मंथ, ईयर का नाम रहे, डेट दिया हो, मॉर्निंग हो, इवनिंग हो, ये सब फिक्स हैं, पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम है. क्योंकि हम लोग मॉर्निंग अगर दिया हुआ है तो उसको हम इवनिंग नहीं लिख सकते। अंडरस्टैंड? अगर मंडे दिया हुआ है, वी कांट चेंज मंडे इनटू ट्यूसडे एंड संडे। अगर मंडे दिया है तो मंडे ही रहेगा। सपोज कीजिए 2020 चल रहा है तो 2020 अगर क्वेश्चन में दे दिया तो उसको हम लोग 2090 या फिर 2021 नहीं लिख सकते, बिकॉज इट इज फिक्स। So in that circumstances we have to use since in the sentence whenever the sentence is in the form of past perfect continuous. Otherwise, these kinds of themes, these kinds of time not given, then we have to use for in the sentence, because the sentence relates with period of time. तो पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम एक बार समझ में आ गया कि सर्टेन दिन, दिनांक, मंथ, ईयर, मॉर्निंग, इवनिंग, ये सारे जब आते हैं ये सारे वर्ड्स तो ये किसको रिलेट्स करते हैं? पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम को। और उस सेंटेंस में हमको क्या यूज करना होता है? सिंस का यूज करना होता है। कंडीशन सेंटेंस कहाँ होना चाहिए? आपका पास्ट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस में होना चाहिए। नंबर 2, फॉर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। पीरियड ऑफ टाइम क्या होता है? आप लोग जैसा जानते हैं कि स्कूल में ही पढ़ते हैं हम लोग। स्कूल में जब पढ़ते हैं तो पीरियड अपने स्कूल में भी लगता है। पीरियड 40 मिनट का हो, 45 मिनट का हो, 50 मिनट का हो, 1 आवर का हो। सपोज कर लेते हैं अपने स्कूल में पीरियड 1 आवर का चल रहा है, तो हमें एक बात बताइए, जो 1 आवर का चल रहा है तो मान लीजिए 8 बजे से 9 बजे तक चलेगा, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 1 घंटा बन जी। तो एक्यूरेट 8 o'clock में बेल नहीं लगेगी और एक्यूरेट 9 o'clock में क्लोजिंग बेल नहीं लगेगी। आप इमेजिन करके देखना, चाहे मिनी सेकंड की भी बात हो, क्रॉस कर जाएगा या फिर बाकी रहेगा। तो फिक्स नहीं ना हुआ, क्योंकि टाइम को नहीं ना पकड़ सकते हो कि दिखा दोगे सर देखिए देखिए 8 बज गया है, 8 बज गया। टाइम को नहीं पकड़ सकते। समझ गए बात को? तो वो पीरियड होता है। दूसरा एग्जांपल कि सपोज कीजिए आप अपने घर से निकल रहे हो, अपने मम्मी को बोले कि हम 1 घंटा में खेल करके आ रहे हैं। आपकी मम्मी बोली ठीक है जाओ खेल के आ जाना 1 घंटा में। आप इमेजिन करना कि एक्यूरेट 1 घंटा में वापस नहीं आओगे, या तो 2-4-5 मिनट पहले आ जाओगे या 2-4-10-20 मिनट बाद आओगे, लेकिन एक्यूरेट 1 घंटा में कभी नहीं आओगे। इट्स गारंटी। अंडरस्टैंड? सो दैट इज पीरियड। मम्मी भी बोलती है बच्चा 1 घंटा के लिए बोल के गया था, चलो कोई बात नहीं 10-5 मिनट देख लेते हैं, क्योंकि वो भी जानती है पीरियड है। अंडरस्टैंड? तो पीरियड में थोड़ा बहुत टाइम इधर उधर हुआ करता है। तो जैसे 2 आवर्स पीरियड हो गया, 1 आवर पीरियड हो गया, 2 डेज पीरियड हो गया, 2 मंथ्स पीरियड हो गया, 2 ईयर्स पीरियड हो गया। क्योंकि 2 मंथ्स, 2 आवर्स, 2 ईयर्स ये सब पीरियड हैं। अभी हमने समझाया पीरियड कैसे हैं, तो इसको फॉलो करना है। और इस दोनों के कॉन्सेप्ट से हम अगर अच्छी तरह से समझ लेंगे तो आई मीन टू से you have no any hesitation, you will have no any hesitation to use of since and for. And since always refers to point of time where certain time, certain date, certain year name, certain month name is given, and period of time always refers to for, and that is not certain. Understand? So this is the real difference between since and for, and you have to read it, and understanding after you can classify it, explain it very nicely without any hesitation. Understand? So I have taught you already 2 parts of the tenses. Number 1 present tense and number 2 past tense, and each one is divided into 4 parts. Number 1 present tense is divided into 4 groups: present indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. And number 2 past tense It's also divided into 4 parts. Number 1, past indefinite. Number 2, continuous. Number 3, past perfect. And number 4, past perfect continuous. All those concepts, all those sentences we have to find out by the help of a structure. So structure is very, very important. Without a structure, you can't solve passive form of the sentence. So tense is very, very important, and how to tackle it you have to follow, because this is very, very important for all of us. Okay, thanks.